It's my dad's birthday. He's turning 90, so the family's getting together and we're going to have a celebration for him. And that means I need to hop in the car and nip down the road to join them. Except this is Australia, a vast continent with great distances between major cities. So when I say I'm just going to nip down the road, what I mean is I'm going to drive about 800 kilometres from Melbourne to Adelaide. So come join me as I explore the drive between Melbourne and Adelaide, 800 kilometres of Australia. I love road tripping. Along the way, we'll see some of this country's natural beauty. We'll explore some weird and wonderful historical sites. And we learn road trips don't always go without a hitch. Someone just crashed into me. I just swallowed a fly. Couple of hours out of Melbourne, and the first stop is a little town called Beaufort, which was established in about the 1870s. Cute little architecture here, and no shortage of cafes. So I might just drop into one and get a coffee and a bite to eat for breakfast before getting back on the road. I've done this drive many times over the years, and usually I've done it in one go, so about an 8 to 10 hour drive. But this time it's a little bit different. I'm actually going to stop along the way. I'm going to take 2 days to do it, so it gives me a chance to stop and see some of the really interesting and unusual things along the way that normally I don't get to see. Ararat's an old gold mining town that was established in the late 1800s, and it's got some beautiful buildings, but it'll show you that there used to be some serious money in this town. But if you're in Ararat, there's one thing you've really got to see, and it's this. This is J Ward. It's the old Ararat jail that was built in the 1860s, but 20 years after it was built, it was turned into an asylum for the criminally insane. The next stop was Hollow Mountain, one of the many beautiful hiking trails in the Grampians National Park. Hey, listen to this. Nothing but nature. The Grampians have some incredible hikes, and it's well worth spending a few days here if you can. Here's some footage from the last time I was here. Someone just crashed into me. What the? I stopped at a service station to get some fresh water and a sandwich for lunch, and I came out, sat in my car, and then heard a crash, and the car just shook, and somebody had just crashed into me. And then, the buggers, they just drove off. I did get the license plate, and I went straight to the police station and reported it, and apparently they know who it is. It's a local, they're going to follow it up. So I'm now north of Horsham. And I didn't intend on being here, but when I was chatting with one of the people at J Ward back in Ararat, he told me about something called a stick silo. So I thought I'd take a little detour, about 20 k's or so, to have a look at this stick silo in Matoa. So this massive structure here was a grain silo, and it's at a crazy shape because apparently they worked out that when they pumped the grain in the top, they actually worked out exactly the angle that the grain would fall, and they built the building to match that angle so they could maximize the amount of grain that they could hold. Genius. But the most wondrous part of this structure is hidden inside. Wow. I really wasn't expecting this. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was told it was a big shed and it was held up by lots of pillars of wood. This is incredible. It's almost like a forest inside a tin shed. It just keeps going and going and going. So this was built in 1941 as a solution to a glut of wheat. They built this shed for all the excess wheat, and they could store it here and then use it when necessary, because during World War II they couldn't export the wheat because the war was going on. Some numbers: it has 560 unmilled poles holding it together. That's 56 rows to hold up the corrugated iron roof. And this shed's about 270 meters long and about 60 meters wide. 270 meters, for American friends, that's like nearly 3 football fields. So just imagine all of this was filled with wheat. Now they don't use it for bulk storage. It's here as a little bit of a tourist attraction in a town that otherwise probably wouldn't have tourists. And they sometimes have art installations and cultural events inside. What an amazing place to have an art installation or to have a music performance or a play. It's incredible. There's nothing else like it. I've stopped at the Pink Lake. It's a really beautiful place, and the lake is a magical pink colour, except today it's not. It's actually a salt lake, and usually it doesn't have water in it, and I don't know exactly why, but because of the amount of salt, usually you can walk out onto the lake and it's this bright pink colour. I've got some photos from years ago. I'll pop them up so you can see what I'm talking about. But today it's just a salty old lake, and it's a bit smelly, and it's really disappointing. I was really looking forward to this. Oh, bugger. Really, I guess it's been raining a bit over the last few months and it's filled the lake and it's lost its pink colour, and it's probably still salty, but it looks so manky I'm not even going to taste it. Oh well, such is life, eh? Let's move on. Something that is a feature of highways in Australia is rest areas. You have to drive a very long way, and fatigue can be a problem that causes accidents. I just swallowed a fly. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so fatigue causes accidents. So to counter that, probably every sometimes 50, 100 k's or whatever, there's often highway rest areas for trucks like this one. We have big trucks here in Australia, and also you can pull in your car, and many of them have picnic tables and toilets and even drinking water. Here's your little picnic area, and over here we've got a toilet, and those flies are really annoying. Okay, so the Pink Lake's not pink. I swallowed a fly. Somebody crashed into my car. All in all, it's been a good day. Well, things don't always go as planned when you're traveling, but that's the nature of traveling. Always just roll with it. That's okay. There's one more thing while we're in this area that I wanted to check out, so maybe we've got just enough light before the sun goes down to check out some silo art. Here in the little town of Arkona, there's pretty much nothing here except a railway line and some wheat silos. But these wheat silos are a bit different. This one's tennis themed. I really don't know why. Silo art can be found right across the wheat belt of Western Victoria. And as you come into Adelaide, you go through the beautiful Adelaide Hills, and the highest point is Mount Lofty, and from Mount Lofty summit you get a beautiful panoramic view of Adelaide and the surrounds. And as you can see, Adelaide is just basically a small plain between the sea and the hills. So we've made it to Adelaide, but I still need to go to Dad's place. And as you come out of the Adelaide Hills, it's a very long and steep descent down the other side of the hills, through a tunnel, and then suddenly you're in Adelaide. Okay, made it. Let's ring the bell and see my dad. I haven't seen him for maybe a year.
Hello.
Hello. G'day, young man. Come here.
Your camera.
How you going?
Okay. Not really, but
Give us a hug.
yeah.
Alrighty, Dad.
Oh.
Happy birthday. Come on.
Thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday. Good to see you.
Okay.
Ah,
Now,
we'll bond over beer.
close the door.
The setting for the birthday party was the historic St Francis Winery just south of Adelaide.
Okay, I remember many things that took place during my years so far on this earth, and thank you for your friendship. It's treasured.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Family. How does it feel to be 90, Dad?
Terrible.
Have you got any words of wisdom to tell your younger self now that you've had all this
I've
experience?
got too many words of wisdom that I won't tell you.
Really?
You have to earn them.
Oh, okay. We'd be here all day, would we?
Yes.
Okay. So nothing you can pass on to the younger generation?
No. Live a good life, drink scotch, and you'll be right.
Words of wisdom.